Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then.
Andrei Shevchenko, Peter, is a player who can hurt you in so many different ways.
Striking all-rounder.
Yeah, he's got the pace to get in behind, he's got the power, he's got the aerial ability, the versatility, the work rate. He's got it all.
One of the greatest strikers of all time, surely.
Very true.
Hola, welcome to the stream, bro.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Can he get on the end of this? And a chance! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Schonenbelt. Davids! Fantastic from Davids! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Hazard, and he's lost his man here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is... Tries from distance. Oh, great effort, but he's produced a save to match.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And we have our very first corner. Tries to get it clear. Oh, outsmarting him this time. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Shevchenko. Looking for the run. Now it's Dani Olmo. Not the most accurate pass. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Shonen Belmare clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Roberto Carlos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now he's off and running. Could move up a gear here. Now, can they get him away? Well, we expected better, and so did he. Now it's Shevchenko. That is good alertness. Hazard. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Dani Olmo.
Kimmich, cross.
Donnarumma deals with that nice and simple. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tries to pass it through. Torres was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, he's found support out wide. Marquinhos promptly onto that, and that is that.
Welcome to the stream, guys. 23 people are watching.
And it's half-time. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Shonen Belmare will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been intriguing stuff so far, and it's 1-1 at the break. Both teams hoping for a pick-me-up in the second half.
Please do subscribe. Please do subscribe and support my channel.
Substitution on the field. Number 13, Shevchenko. Number 15, Francesco Totti. Number 21.
So once
Ferrer.
again, we're underway.
Number 18,
Sean and
McAllister.
Belmari are
Carlos.
probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Messi. Number 9.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And this is Roberto Carlos. He is through here. Threads one in, driven in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Played into space. Mbappe is in a really good position now. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Has a look and plays it forward. That's an imaginative pass. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Almost an hour gone. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Darren Fletcher. And that's been won straight back.
Ferrer.
And it's Alexander-Arnold.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the
Ferrer.
space left behind is filled.
Pressing high and with purpose.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
That is ended up in no man's land. Shonen Belmare still have the cards to affect this game. It's a promising position of facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Substitutions taking place.
Van Dijk getting this one clear. Oh, this looks sharp. Half an hour gone in the second half.
Neymar.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped. Sean and Belmare really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Mbappe. Now it's come to nothing. Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, well played. Defending of the desperate variety. Roberto Carlos. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's in a great position here. Now it's Mbappe. They'll have to settle for that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Sean and Belmare can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Stefan de Vrij. He's a very clever central defender whose positioning and reading of the game are second to none. The way he seems to just know where a pass is headed and he steps in to make the interception, it's very impressive. He's very good on the ball too, Peter, and always looking to contribute towards the build-up play.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. No way through. Rafinha. Shot could be on. And smartly reclaimed. Now it's Neymar. Getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing. That's a good ball out wide. Hazard is onto this. That is good strength. Cleared away. And he's managed to get rid. Well, that pass isn't the best. And it's Kimmich. Out of play for a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. That's really well cleared. Tries to play it through.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a pretty loose pass. Played back to the goalkeeper. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Albert Ferrer. Tries to pass it through. Takes a shot! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And it's a goal! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Number 19.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
The Vrij, he'll try from distance! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Albert Ferrer makes the interception. Can he get on the end of this? Tomori making good progress. Fletcher calmly anticipates. Davids. Distributed tidily. Hazard. He's shifting through the gears here.
Added time.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Shonen Belmare unable to get back onto level terms before half-time. They trail 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Fernando Torres. Coming on to replace him is...
So the action
number
resumes.
20, Filippo Inzaghi.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Out for a throw. Threads one in. That has been cut short. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Shifted it to the flank. And claimed it back swiftly. Hazard. Tomori producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Darren Fletcher. Shonen Belmare, still trailing by one. Oh, that's ambitious!
Oh,
Messi. That is a great pick out. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one...
He's having a hit! Oh, the ball's come loose here. India with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Towering header! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Camavinga is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
Kimmich. Oh, they could be caught out here. Shonen Belmare do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And that's been won straight back. Kimmich carries the ball down the right.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Hazard. Coming on the field is number 23.
no problem, bro.
That's the keeper's ball.
It's okay.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly
Okay, no
keep
problem.
going until they get it.
Now it's Beckham. No, again there's no way through. Can he get it through? And it's been played through. And the finish! It's a goal! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Number 15, Danny Olmo. Number 8, Joshua Kimmich. Coming on the field.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Berbatov. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. That has ended up in no man's land. Good effort from distance. Gave it a go, but off target.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Looking for options for movement.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
And there goes the final whistle. Shonen Belmare were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko, poacher, predator and punisher.
And he's quick to get rid. Now that looks a decent ball. Takes a shot! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And a chance! It's a goal! Not one, but two. It is a dream start.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ball looks a good one. And this is Berbatov. Look at the great chance! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Spread to the right. Approaching the half-hour mark. Pass somewhat off target. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, now he can run away with it. Deftly away. Threads one in, and he was quick to react. Looking for the run. The pass is intercepted. Hazard finding himself in space. Schoen and Belmare are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Hazard. That is a great pick out. And he's managed to get free. Kimmich. Dani Olmo. And claimed it back swiftly. Hazard. Can he get it through? Shot, surely! And a neat finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Would the father of a boy in a blue hat kindly make his way to the information center?
So off we go again.
Schoen and Belmare really have played into their opponent's hands here, Peter, and they need to sharpen up. They'll get chances in this second half, I'm sure of that. They just have to make sure they don't waste them.
He chance! Brought out the best in the keeper.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Just eases him off the ball. Now, can they get him away? That pass has been well intercepted.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Tries to pass it through. Schoen and Belmare claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? Well, there's the clearance. And it's Davids. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. And there's green grass ahead of him. Albert Ferrer. Marquinhos. He's going to be disappointed with that. Serginho gets on his bike and on the move. Hazard. And that is out of play.
Substitution in progress.
He's cut it out. O'Reilly looking to add to his goal. Schoen and Belmare do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Good chance for a shot! Goal! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Shonan Belmare have opted to make another change here. Shonan Belmare still making a fight of this. Pressing high and with purpose. Shonan Belmare are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. And the shot! And that's it! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Brazil are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. No, that was never going to make it. Davids.
And again, they're pressing effectively.
Totti. Beckham. He has found the way through. Shonan Belmare have it back and can go again.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And this is Messi on the through ball. And this is Shevchenko. So no flag here.
Minutes has been indicated.
Davids. That has ended up in no man's land. Batistuta. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. It is edge of the seat time here. Their place in the league at stake. Great for the neutrals, utterly unbearable for anyone with a vested interest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way. Shonan Belmare must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. That is good alertness. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Davids making another milestone appearance here. It is game number 400, Jim Beglin.
Oh, what a feat, Peter. This...
Azar! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that was very necessary. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now that's well seen too. Oh, what a mistake! And he's managed to gift it back. Albert Ferrer kept his eye on it, and he's there. Albert Ferrer kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Scholes is always looking to break lines.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Neither side yet able to find the net. And it's Scholes. Neymar.
That's positional goals, the utilisation of space.
Neymar. Hazard! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Silvesh. And it's Scholes. Pass somewhat off target. Marquinhos. Darren Fletcher can so cleverly bypass the press. Picked out brilliant. Oh, shoots!